The start of the Scottish Premiership season is nearly with us, with the Hoops kicking off the campaign at home to Ross County. Ahead of the clash, we have some huge Celtic news with regards to a couple of things we want to share with you. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. A surprising departure may be looming for Celtic defender Carl Starfelt. Reports suggest that the club's officials are bracing themselves for potential offers as interest in the Swedish centre-back intensifies. With 2 years still remaining on his contract with Celtic, Starfelt is said to be considering his options for the future. The 28-year-old player who transferred from Rubin Kazan in 2021 for a fee of £4 million is no small asset to the Hoops. Starfelt has proven his worth playing a crucial part in securing consecutive titles for the club under the stewardship of former manager Ange Postecoglou. His departure would undoubtedly be a blow to Celtic. Recently, an injury forced Starfelt to sit out during the 1-1 standoff with Wolves in Dublin. However, he managed to play half the game against Athletic Bilbao on Tuesday and has since been participating in training as usual. This leaves him poised to make an appearance in the opening game of the Premiership this Saturday against Ross County. Celtic have recently signed Mark Nowacki from Legia Warsaw, who would be the straight replacement for Carl if he left, but the talent pool in defence after that is very shallow. Saturday marks a significant event in the Scottish football calendar as Brendan Rodgers makes his much anticipated return to Celtic Park. The Irishman steps back in the role of Hoops boss for the season opener against Ross County after a 4.5-year spell at Leicester City. It will be a sight to behold as Rodgers stands at the helm of a sold-out Celtic Park, rekindling the memories of his last stint. Rodgers' initial departure from Celtic had not sat well with the die-hard fans. His abrupt exit left a bitter aftertaste, leading to a mixed reaction to his return. But as the dust has settled, the majority of the supporters have come to accept that Rodgers was indeed the best man for the job. Yet there has been a curious silence from Celtic's influential ultras group, the Green Brigade. Their only reaction to Rodgers' reappointment was to post a throwback to an old banner criticising the manager upon his original departure. As the Green Brigade prepare to return to the stand-in section this Saturday for Flag Day, the atmosphere at Celtic Park could set the tone for the rest of the season. Whilst the group have been instrumental in driving the team's spirit in the past, the fans hope they will once again rally behind their club. It's crucial that Flag Day should not be used as a platform for any form of protest against Rodgers. Such an action would undeniably cast a shadow over the beginning of the season. If there is hesitation to support the manager, the focus then should turn to the team. A united front rallying behind Celtic's squad could kickstart the campaign on a high note. Indeed, this is a time for unity, not division. The return of Rodgers marks a new chapter in Celtic's history, and it's time for everyone to come together. The power of the Green Brigade is undeniable, and their support could set the tone for a memorable season at Celtic Park. In a boost to Celtic's preparations for the upcoming Scottish Premiership opener against Ross County, defenders Carl Starfelt, Mark Nowacki and Anthony Ralston have all been spotted training, showing no ill effects from their outing against Bilbao on Tuesday evening. All three have had their pre-season campaigns disrupted by injuries, but their participation in the midweek friendly against Athletic Club Bilbao and their subsequent appearances on the training pitch are positive signs of their ongoing recovery. Of particular note is Cameron Carter-Vickers, who is continuing his rehabilitation following an operation after last season. The centre-back also featured in the match against Bilbao, although his readiness for Saturday's league opener, which is set to start at 12:30, remains uncertain. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers will surely be pleased with these developments as he seeks to put out his strongest side against Ross County. Fitness issues have posed challenges for Celtic's backline during pre-season, and the sight of these key defensive players back in training can only be a welcome one. As we move closer to the start of the new campaign, fans will be keeping a keen eye on these players' progress, hoping they can return to full fitness and contribute to Celtic's title challenge. Celtic star striker Kyogo, who recently committed to a new 4-year contract with the Hoops, played coy when asked about potential transfers. In response to a question about whether he had ever considered a move elsewhere, he cryptically said, "I can't go into too much detail, I'm sorry." Despite this ambiguous answer, Kyogo's recent contract extension and his heartfelt statement about the warmth and acceptance he feels from Celtic fans suggests a strong commitment to the Scottish club. The Japanese player's effective pre-season performance has also solidified his place as a key member of the team. However, his vague response may spark speculation among fans and certain sections of the media about his long-term future at Celtic. It's not uncommon for successful players to attract interest from other clubs, and Kyogo's impressive form could certainly put him in the crosshairs of clubs around the world. As it stands, Kyogo remains an integral part of Celtic's squad and is focused on helping the club win more titles. His immediate future appears to be at Celtic, but as with all things in football, the situation can change rapidly. For now, fans will eagerly await more details on Kyogo's plans, whether at Celtic or elsewhere. Renowned football pundit and former Celtic player Chris Sutton has weighed in on the impending competition between Celtic's Brendan Rodgers and Rangers' manager Michael Beale. Speaking about Rodgers' return to Celtic, Sutton expressed approval, albeit some residual disappointment over the manager's early departure from the club. Sutton, who was preparing for his Sky Sports debut, said, "I don't think anybody would argue that Brendan isn't a good appointment. They would argue the fact that he should never have left when he did, and I thought he was wrong to do that." Despite this, Sutton acknowledges Rodgers' quality as a coach and recognises that he's inheriting a strong team. Sutton also had some choice words for Bill, recalling the Rangers manager's bullish attitude upon his arrival and subsequent challenges he faced, including the League Cup final and Scottish Cup semi-final losses to Celtic. He stated, "Michael Beale have learned a lot from last season. He was quite bullish coming in, and I think he ended the season with his tail between his legs." The former Celtic striker is known for his sharp commentary and has previously taken jabs at Beale in the press. Now as the new season approaches, he has once again put the spotlight on the rivalry between the two Glasgow clubs. Sutton anticipates an exciting season ahead, acknowledging the unforgiving nature of Glasgow's football scene, where there can only be one winner. Former Celtic and Scotland international defender Charlie Mulgrew has been released from his contract with Dundee United just as the new Scottish League season is set to begin. The 37-year-old footballer had been expected to feature in Dundee United's first league match under manager Jim Goodwin. He still had a year left on his deal with the Arabs, but his departure was confirmed by the club. Mulgrew's release comes as a surprise given his impressive first season with Dundee United. However, his performances dipped in the subsequent season, which may have contributed to the decision to end his contract. Throughout his career, Mulgrew has been known for his defensive skills and leadership on the pitch. Prior to his time at Dundee United, he had a notable tenure at Celtic and was a regular feature for Scotland on the international stage. It remains to be seen when Mulgrew will continue his football career following his departure from Dundee United. No doubt he will have something lined up soon. Celtic fans, what are your score predictions for the opening match against Ross County? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember guys, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.